I can teach this, to be honest, because I'm not really prepared, but whatever. I mean, might as well do it now. But you need, in order to go in without shooting anything, but I don't know what the fuck is the different. I mean, people are saying that like they have problem going in to melee range, but it's the same staying out, to be honest. It's just a little bit more tough, but you just have to... Okay. You just have to understand how do you really dodge stuff, which this is not the fucking first time that I teach this, but I teach it before. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, shut the fuck up. You have to, there's like a couple of variables that you have to fucking remember about dodging. Like, when you successfully dodge something, it's always like about two things, which is like cut track, right? One of them is like you can cut track. You can cut track. Or the other one is like you just outrun, you just outrun the tracking, right? You just outrun the tracking. So like as like you don't step, you just get out of the way before the shot comes at you, right? So to understand this, it's just kind of break into like many little things, so it's something to keep in mind. But cut tracking, everybody understand that, right? So when there's like a really hardcore shot coming at you, or many shot coming at you, probably the best way to cut tracking. The cut tracking is just to step, right? And to outrun, this is the thing that people don't understand because most people don't swivel. Swivel is one way to outrun it without really running, but generally, so when you play, whatever unit, doesn't matter. If this are you, and then I teach this before. There's a shot coming this way, right? There's a shot coming this way. The best way for you to, if you like dodging it, right? Like you move here, then the way that the shot gonna track you is gonna do this, right? Right? Like it's gonna slowly doing this, right? But if you move at this vector a lot, you're gonna outrun it, right? So you outrun it the moment that like the shot gonna try to track you, right? Track you, but you go too far, right? When it passed you, right? When it passed you, it means you outrun it. That's what outrun mean, okay? So the way that swivel works, this is important for melee unit. The way that swivel works is that like when there's a shot coming here, and then you, rather than just going this way immediately, you can dash backward a little bit. So this shot is actually like, so if the shot is not straight, right? Like, so it's gonna come this way, right? So slowly come this way, and then you dash backward a little bit. Then the shot become more straight, right? Because that's how it works, right? It become more straight. And the moment it become like the most straight, that's when you do like swivel, right? And then it's gonna go past you because it doesn't have time to correct itself to this, because it can't do this, right? Something can do this, by the way, like a chase assist or something, but regular shot can't. So that's how swivel work. And when you swivel and then you step dive, even more stronger because it have both of this property, right? It have the cut tracking property and the outrun property, right? That's why swivel step dive is very powerful in terms of neutral play. So that's how you don't get hit in neutral. So to go forward, we just have to use the same idea that we learned from that. So if there's a dude here, and then this is you. So look like smiley fist. Get rid of that fist. But it says, did this dude shoot you, right? Right, he shoot you. So it's actually stupid, you know. Like, it's not really hard. It's not really hard. I'm not kidding you. It's not really hard when I'm gonna explain to you. But look how you play it. Most people get hit because they're gonna do stuff like this. Right? So what you have to do is this, and then the shot gonna try to correct, right? But it's gonna be here and it's gonna miss you, right? Like that's it. I'm not shitting you. That's it. It's about you know how the keyboard is, right? Like it's to dodge shot that coming at you, you're gonna fucking do 7, 9 a lot. So if you don't understand this terminology, just look at your numpad. So 7 mean this way, right? Go this way, and 9 mean go this way, and 8 mean go this way. That's all you have to do. Just move diagonally, and you dodge the shot. And when there's a lot of pressure coming at you, because there might be 2 people, right? There might be 2 people shooting you. If they this is talking like they were near to each other. 2 people shooting at you. You might, rather than doing that, actually doing this would probably dodge you in this angle, but if you feel more pressure, you might want to do extra stuff, you know, like go this way and then step dive, right? And you be here. Or step dive forward and you be here. So you have 2 property. Because the moment that the shot come here and then you run past it, you already outrun it, right? It's already past you. It's not gonna. There's no shot gonna do this, right? No shot in the world gonna do this. Actually, I'm not sure about. I was just gonna say no shot gonna do it, but maybe like the Provident one can do it. Probably not. Not Provident. Sorry. Forbidden. I don't think it's Forbidden one is gonna look like this, but yeah. But yeah, that's all it is. But okay, so you might be like dash, step dive, or you might be if it's too much pressure, the more safe is obviously swivel, step dive, right? Swivel and then step dive. If high no funnel and TD, you might have to do more stuff, but like jump and stuff like that. But this is just generality. You might have to jump if there's like high no funnel. So if there's more pressure on you, don't want to dash forward right away. You want to take your time, you know. You can do stuff like this too, like swivel this direction, play the reverse swivel. You can do this and go here. But like it's just all about this 2 property. So here's another trick. So after that you understand that, right? So if there's a mini shot coming at you, sometimes you have to go backward first before you fucking go into people. So that's one thing. That's lesson 1 about that's one fucking lesson about that part. You know. So that's lesson 1. And you wanna stay low most of the time. You chase someone, you don't want to jump. That's one situation for you to jump. But we talk about it later. Most of the time you want to stay low. So because if you stay low to the ground, right? This is the ground. So we're looking at the side view now. So this is you. This is the ground. So if you jump a lot, right, and you dive, it takes longer for you to regain your boost back. It takes longer for you to regain your boost back. But if you stay close to the ground, and then you dive, it's shorter, right? Because from distance from here down to here to regain boost is shorter than this down, right? So that's the reason. So you want to stay low to the ground, and then you want to usually if you're really aggressive units, the unit that you run into, they will be the one jumping, because they're gonna like jump backward, right? Like jump backward to try to get away. So the moment that you see this, you can dash one more time or just dive immediately, because he's in air. This is how you get advantage. Like he's in air because he's jumping, because he doesn't want to get melee by you, right? So you dive. So now you're gonna be at full boost, and he's gonna be at, I don't know how much boost he have left, but he's gonna have less boost than you, right? Because he's in air and he's used boost to do that. And you just land it. So that's how you gain advantage. So this kind of little thing make you gain advantage. So okay. So we're talking about the situation when to jump. So when you jump as a melee to chase someone, it's not good, because you don't get the boost advantage, right? But that's a situation that people will do that, and that's when you have burst. You see people do this. When you have burst, you can do like this one long hop jump. Because it doesn't really matter, like especially if you have blaze burst, you can do one long hop jump, because if the enemy jump as well, it doesn't really matter if you and the enemy both use the same amount of boost, right? It doesn't really matter, because you will burst and then you will out boost him. Anyway, so okay, so that's that part. And the moment that you can get into critical rate, of melee. This is nothing that you can there's nothing that you can do about this but to press really well. When you get into the melee critical range, you have to assess how much resource does the enemy have in general. So like go on. So okay, so if you like, if the enemy is like close to you and then you come, if it look like you can all in, that's when you're gonna do this fucking thing that people do, right? It's like side melee, side melee, side melee, or whatever your best melee. Epion obviously is like gonna be EXVS or like whip, you know. So this is lesson 2. That you have to understand when to all in. So when you know that the enemy is like fucking, you're gonna catch them. If you think you're gonna catch them, you play the rainbow wall really well. That's when you fucking go. Like you super fucking go. You're gonna use all your boosts. Just fucking get them. But this is hard to assess. So it's come with experience, and you just see the enemy many times. You just know like, oh, he probably doesn't have that much boost left. Just seeing how often he moves, what kind of movement he do, and the unit cost he is. But sometimes you don't want to all in, so you have to know when to all in. So when you think they don't have that resource, you can all in. But what if you don't all in? So, right, like you're like, oh, maybe he still have something to deal with me, right? So that when you exit, you know, you can exit before the all in period. As a melee unit, when you're gonna start meleeing from about this range, right? Because your melee range, right, might be a little bit closer. You don't have to fucking commit, right? Unless, like I said, you know that you're gonna risk. If you play the rainbow wall well, then you will commit all in. But let's say if you look like you're already in mid melee, you're like, oh, hey, maybe he still have more boost, or he have something up his sleeve like burst or something. It look like he's gonna get away. What you do is just like step dive, right? Step dive. So step dive, because if the enemy jump back, try to get away again one more time, you step dive, you get to the ground, you regain your boost. She's still in the air, so you can like just rechase, right? So you don't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking all in, right? Before you boost run out, there's always an option. Like every time you do a melee, there's an option to be like, okay, I'm out. Like I'm out. I don't wanna commit. I'm out. You know, that's kind. Or like whip. You know, whip is the really safe way, obviously, because like you can do this and then whip, because in case the enemy reverse melee, right? You can like, and then like, okay, I'm out. Cause if she doesn't reverse melee, then so what? You still get out safely, right? After the whip, like I'm out. Or yeah, or the other one is like just go. You just go, right? So it's about assessment. So that's another lesson. You don't have to always all in, but when you see the all in potential, you go for it. Okay, so I mean, there's probably more than last thing. It's probably one of the most complicated thing to teach. Try to get in with a melee unit with a minimal range weapon. Okay, so next, I thought about this before. It's about map, right? Being a melee unit, you have to control the map really well, and you need your partner to do it well too. So I'm gonna get rid of this fucking red thing because I think it's confusing. Fine, doesn't matter. But let's just remove this first. So it's just 2 of you. So to corner someone is to never commit too much on one side. It's just really important. So if you don't play stick, do you ever use diagonal direction, the stick like 1 or 3? Yeah. I use 1 or 3 sometimes, but I usually just kind of spin them around. I swivel nearly all the time. But okay, so this is used to the enemy. I teach this before, so area around you're gonna have area of influence, which is like where how you can corner people. As in, this is like area within about 1 dash of you, or 2-3 dash, right? Like around here. Remember that, and enemy gonna have the same thing, right? So when you chase somebody, right, and then he run away, you don't want to be into corner of either side. The reason is, if you're really into one corner, right? Like if you chase this guy around the map, right? And then he just this, right? He's just gonna do this, right? And he's gonna be going around, right? But if you coming from about this angle, I'm gonna contradict myself soon, but pay attention. 709. Wait, 709. Yeah, I use 103 backwards sometimes. It's pretty important. But anyway, okay, so pay attention because later on I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit. But when it's a 2v2, it's a different situation. That's to play a melee unit, you need your partner to not be stupid. Well, to not be stupid just means to educate it. So like if you educated them, they're probably not gonna be stupid because it doesn't have to be God or anything. But okay, anyway, talk about this first. So when you come here, you want to be like around here or here. The reason is that like so if you go here, if you're gonna come here, right, you can kind of like block him. You know, you're gonna go here, you can block him. If you're from this area, you can block him. So you can't really go right. But if you're in one corner too much, you can just, you know, he leak out right from the other corner. So that's that lesson. So okay, this is the next lesson, and I think it's the final lesson. I mean, I'm talking to you directly from my head, so it's gonna be like fucking all messed up. But I don't really feel like playing it right now, so I'm just gonna want to talk about this. So I hope it helps people. Okay, so that's 1v1, right? So you don't want. So when you play 2v2. Let me lock this shit so it's never moved again. Okay. When you play... Wait, what? Wait, what? I want to... Okay, yeah, okay. So when you play 2v2, it's a lot more complicated, right? There's a two comp that you can play using this as a melee front. Well, there's actually 3 comp, but you can play other comp. But it's different. So let's talk about I first, right? I or W or Y, doesn't matter. Same shit, same thing. So the point is when you play this formation, you want to protect this guy behind you. As a melee unit, you don't want to go in. You're just gonna want to like lurk around. So you're gonna do like this kind of shit a lot. They're just gonna travel around a lot, unless like you're slowly gonna push up by yourself, and the enemy gonna push, the enemy gonna move back to fuck you. The enemy gonna push back slowly if you do it right. Like you can slowly like push up, like I said, right. When there's too much fire, you're gonna go left and right, right. You're gonna go left and right. If you think you can be more aggressive, you can do 7 or 8 or 9. But the point is you're gonna slowly fog leap up, like, and then the enemy gonna slowly push back. That depend how aggressive what unit they are. But generally, if I'm talking about like, if things go really well, you're gonna fucking push them toward the wall, and you're gonna be here, right, around the middle. Again, you don't want to be like sideways. This is I formation. You don't want to be super sideways on one side. You can be here if you want, or here, but like here, but like never super sideways because then they're gonna leak out. Right, you want to be like close to the middle. So the moment they get to the wall, this guy's still gonna stay behind you, and then he's gonna fucking shoot, right? And then when people get to the wall, they're gonna try to escape the wall because being in the wall is bad, right? Like if they stay in the wall for a long time, this guy gonna eventually shoot them, right? And then that's when they're gonna try stuff like this or stuff like that, and then that's when you attack, right? That's when you attack them. It's happened not to. It's hard to see this happen, but when you play it, you'll see what I mean. Like there'll be a situation where they try to escape you, and that's when you can punish. But if they stay in the wall, that's fine. If they stay in the wall, they're gonna fuck up anyway eventually, and then you guys gonna shoot him. So if you wanna play I formation with a heavy melee front, this unit is really important. You can't pick like stupid shit, like you can't pick stuff like have weak prison. You have to pick stuff with high prison. So in the old one, in the old version, it's really common to pair everyone with like Kiridim or like Luna Saku, right? So why did they pick Kiridim back in the old one, right? Because Kiridim have really long red lock, and then it's really punishable unit in the far, right? So it can stay behind Epions, and it can still hit. It affect these two people in the corner, right? Luna Saku is similar, right? You have Garobi, so you can like when people in the corner, they're more prone to get hit by Garobi or an AOE attack, right? But Luna Saku are not as long range, long execute him, so it'd have to be kind of like here, like closer, right? Okay, so that's the I formation. It's pretty simple. Okay, so with what we're talking about, you have to pay for Momo-kun Patreon somehow. Nice dude. So what we're talking about in mind, so the point is not really to go into someone when you're playing this kind of formation with like Epion, so or like whatever melee unit you want to fucking play. It's pretty much called like a kinda, how you say it, neutral Epion, right? Or neutral I formation, or neutral melee front play. So your goal is just to guard. So you're gonna push up when you have chance, but you see that I do a lot of kind of more passive movement like swivel back and forth, and that's the 7 dash. Like when you see a chance, you can 7 dash up, right? So you just gonna like make sure that they can't get to your partner. So like I was mentioned, there's gonna be a situation where they try to get out. See, they're in the corner. You look at the map. You just slowly push up, and you're in the corner, like we were talking about, right? So when they're in this kind of situation, they will try to break out of the corner, because being in corner is suffocated as fuck. Like, so I'm not gonna be greedy here and try to get in corner, because all I want is to protect my partner and want my partner to do damage, so that he just land those, right? And then generally that's just the call, to be honest. I'm kind of pushing too deep to that side, so the other guys try to leave. So right, like right here. My goal is to actually protect, not to kill, right? So I could have go for this guy, right? And this guy leave because I pushed to this side, too much to this side, right? But the moment I can see that he was trying to leave and hit my partner, I change the target to protect, right? Because my goal is to protect. My goal is not to kill people, right? So right here's what I'm talking about. See, like when they try to leave, there's a little bit of opening that you can try to do something with it. So I get it, right? Like that's how you get it, right? So I just land the melee, and immediately I'm trying to try to like go see if this guy gonna go to my partner or not. He got he can get a punish there. I should have walked in time. I didn't know that. He probably supposed to get a punish there. So this guy, wait, what the fuck? Sorry, I think I restart again. My bad, but it was about here. Okay. So right here, he's trying to go to my partner again, right? He's just trying to go, so. What do? Right? I don't go chase the other guy. I'm trying to protect, right? That's my goal of this comp. So he's ignoring me, right? He's trying to go somewhere. So that's fine. This is what I mean. You can all, it doesn't look like you're all in the ball. You have to try to leave. But I think I leave too late because I'm going to overheat here. So I'm probably going to get punished for it. So the moment that I know if I land, I'm going to get attacked for sure. This is when I just fucking just try to get something. Because if I know if I land, I'm going to get attacked for sure. I might as well just try to do something. So obviously for this situation, it didn't really work out, and I get hit for it. Where the fuck is it at? Sorry, I keep fucking pressing back or whatever the fuck. Oh, I think it's a little bit before. Yeah, here. Yeah, okay. We're over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck it. Right, okay, get punished for it, right? Okay, so I see this guy's gonna go for my partner, right? So again, I'm gonna protect. My goal is to protect, right? So when I know that guy leaving, I don't pursue, right? This guy is closer to my partner, so I go to him, right? Just trying to stay in between them and my partner, right? Like he still get hit quite a lot, which sucks, but overall this is how you want to play. If you want to play like passive, front melee kinda I formation base, you just kinda protecting. You're not killing people, you're just protecting. So yeah, that's the generality of it. I don't think we have to watch the whole replay. I won. If that matters, but it doesn't. You know, like, and sometimes you get this little pick up here and there, like this when, yeah, when he's closer, you get a little pick up. You don't want to go like full fucking ham combo. You're trying to like do a really quick combo and try to protect the line again. Because they're close to the wall, right? So like, that's why I recommend. They get hit by all this fucking ammo because they were close to the wall. Your goal is to just to protect and contain. So that's the I formation fucking Epion comp, right? Okay, so that's that. And so now we're gonna talk about the L formation, or the 2-1v1 fucking pincer kind of thing, which I like to play the most when I play this. But general, it's gonna be like, kinda, how you say it? It's gonna contradict what I just say a little bit, but that's why it's called pincer. That's why it's called pincer. Okay, so it's gonna contradict what I'm saying a little bit. So remember I formation, I'm telling you to like don't to go left or right too much. This is the same, but you kind of want to go left or right, but not too much. About here or here, right? And then this guy have to be some guy who have your partner have to be somebody who have really high presence and be able to take care of themselves. Really common for it to be like GPO3 or like a unit that can one-shot enemy knockdown and have a lot of 2 survivability. Not Seong. Seong were always nearly always I formation. I saw Elf Seong before, but that guy was fucking pro as shit. But usually like Asagi play I Seong. When he play other unit, he also play L or pincer. But the point is, so rather than you controlling the lie by yourself, playing an L, a pincer. This is a pincer more than an L, but like, yeah, let's just call it a pincer. But it's also an L. You wanna push a P formation. Okay, I don't do L since it sounds like loser formation. Fucking ripped it. So the point is you want to fucking be here. Like let's say the game start you all right here, right? So what you want to do immediately is be around here, and then your partner want to be around here, right? So the problem with this is obviously it's harder for you to cover each other, right? There's no link, but that's the reason why this support unit have to be a unit that's really good at to take care of themselves. So what you want to do is you want to be here, and your partner want to be on the other side, and then you're gonna attack from this direction. Like, why is this powerful? Why is this powerful? First of all, the advantage you have is vision. Like the enemy can't see 2 of you at the same time, right? This is the vision cone. So if I can look at you and see like one of you, see you, right? We're gonna look at, if you look at this guy, one of you, right? Can't see the other one. This is the really powerful part about this formation, is that they can only see one of you at the same time. So what does that mean? It means you can take advantage, right? Like when it look like this, when it look like keep the fucking brush. Okay, when it look like they look at, for example, sometimes there'll be a chance they were looking like this, right? Looking this. So this person can play more aggressive, right? Because they're not attacking this person. You can like come here and you shoot shit ton of shit, right? And if this is an Epion, right? And then they look at, right? They look at this person. You can fucking go and stab them, right? So that's the powerful part about this, and they can't really escape without encountering one of you, right? If they're gonna fucking go through the middle, they're gonna run to one of you, right? If they're gonna go through the side, right? They're gonna run to one of you. And if they're gonna go to the other side, they're gonna run this one, right? So technically, usually if this player are really good at pressuring, it's really strong to push the enemy to the wall. When they get to the wall, it's pretty fucking powerful to fuck them up. So you know, when they're trying to like kinda 2v1 this, this person can play really aggressive. You can fucking like take advantage of this, and this person is gonna play more defensive when there's 2 of them on them. It's the same on the other side. You can like run to you. But if you're Epion, you probably can still fight back. But my point is like, if they're in here, this person will play more aggressive because they can't see, right? They can't see this person. That's the I keep saying it, but it's the most powerful part of the L formation or the pincer formation. Is that they can only see one of you at the same time. They can only see one of you at a time. So yeah, when they're on this person can play more defensive, this person can play more aggressive. So so you see, when let's say if they fuck up or something, yeah, like if this person fuck up, because you're slowly gonna corner them, right? Like, cause they can't leave. Like literally, they're gonna run to you if they leave, and sometimes they will try. So it's important for you to be able to fight them. You have to be good. You have to be good handling your unit really well, because you're not gonna get much help from your partner. But the point is, when this person eventually, so the enemy use their W formation, they can't see the other. They are gonna, no, they can't. They can't. They actually can't. They say W, right? Okay, so W, right? Like here, like I'll explain to you. Like W is like this. So W is actually mean right? So it means this guy see everyone, right? But if you come from a different side, like I mentioned, they can't see two of you. It doesn't work. Like they can't see two of you. When he look at this one, he only gonna see this. Can't see this. He look at this, he can only see this. Can't see this. This is really powerful. This is really powerful. But again, it's weak. It's weak because there's no link between you and your partner. That's the problem. That's why usually usually this shit are what? Why? Okay, this shit are like 400 unit, or it's gonna be something stupid like H1 or the Ogian. But the Ogian are do like 1v1 1v1 locks, which kind of similar to Pincer, but it's kind of even further in. Okay, so anyway, so as explained, like they will see you at first, but the more you push in, the harder that. Cause if you were here, the cone is like this, right? It's bigger if you're further back, right? They're gonna see you, but the more you push in, and then you still control this area and this area, they're gonna see one at a time. So W formation can either considered weak or winning depending on the team. Correct. They're never a fucking one formation. It was a wrong interpretation that not all the veterans, sorry, that's a stupid thing to say, that's a dumbass thing to say. Some of the veterans are really focusing on IW. That's not true. IWY are really powerful as well in a certain comp, and L and Pincer are powerful in certain comp. If you watch pro player play, they do both. Asaki, when he play Seong before it was nerfed, he played I. But I watched Nakadasaku play with most of his players. They play this formation. They don't play I. But the reason that I and W formation are being taught the most to new player, because it's the easiest to learn, right? It's the easiest to learn. It have like a set rules of what to do, where this person stay in front of that person, this person stay behind, make sure they see two enemy. It's really easy to play. When it's this fucking comp, it's like this person need to know what to do exactly by himself. This person have to do exactly what they know by himself. So wow, kind of look like some sort of dick. But anyway, that's why this is harder to learn. But if you can do it effectively, it's really strong. I probably don't have a video example for this particular formation because I don't have a pro that play this, but I mean I don't have an Epion that play this. I mean I like to play it this way, but I don't really play it that well. But the point is, yeah, when somebody don't see you, right, you can attack them. So that this, and then it's hard for them to leave. It's hard for them to leave without encounter one of you, right? And anyway, I was talking about that one time. So if this guy fuck up and then you happen to melee him, then this person gonna try to go hell, right? This is when this guy can play really aggressive to try to attack this person, because he can't even see you. If you're gonna go hell, like he can go hell, can't even see you. Can't even see this person. So you should learn how to play the Wish Gundam series, dude. No man, fuck you, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? So for example, for this, I don't have an Epion example. Sorry, because I'm not really good at playing Epion yet. But I probably can find other. Nah, let's keep talking about this for a little bit. So okay, so that's the advantage, is the vision. So another advantage is that, and the reason that you don't want to come to the middle, again, coming to the middle is harder to push into the middle, right? Because there's two enemy. There's two enemy, right? So when they shoot you, it's kind of hard, right? But if you're coming to the side, right? Coming to the side like this. Again, not too deep in. If you're too deep in, there's a space for them to fuck out. Get the fuck out. So, but if you're like about here and your partner's about here, right? And then they're playing W or whatever they're playing, right? So look at when they were shooting, right? When they were shooting, do you understand? Like when they were shooting, it's kind of roughly on same vector. Hey, thanks for the follow, dude. It's roughly on the same vector, so it's actually not hard to dodge by yourself. It's not hard to dodge. And again, and then again, like sometimes they're just gonna do this, like one shoot you and one shoot them, shoot the other one, right? So it's not hard to dodge if you're good at your movement. So, and then here's the last thing that's really strong about this. When you're doing this, you're breaking the W formation. Not just on vision, because we talk a lot about vision, because vision is like the coolest thing. The third thing, the other thing that you break about its formation is you destroy the logic of back and front, okay? When you were doing this formation, you destroy this logic, okay? It doesn't exist. Why? Because, okay, so there's back and front here, right? Back and front here, right? Because this guy's in the front and this guy's at the back, right? But your partner is here, right? So he can shoot this guy. So there's no back and front from this angle. You see? Like, it's the same if it's the other way around. Like, it's the same it's the other way around. Like, man, this song is so fucking edgy. It's great, but it's also the same as the other way around. If they were to do stuff like that, see, there's a space that you can fuck this guy up at the back, right? Or like here, if it's like this, you can just move here. You can shoot this guy, or you can just like double attack this guy, crossfire this guy, because they can't hold this. They can only hold this against one person at a time. But if you but if you're playing like from just normal like them, okay, then technically it's always back and front, right? If you're playing I formation, W formation, and they're doing the same, then there's back and front. But if you do this, you prevent them from having back and front constantly. But again, the problem is you don't really have link between each other. So this guy have to be really good at controlling. This guy be really good at controlling. Yeah, that's that fucking shit, dude. That's like not much. And then you don't have to fucking, if you play Epion, you gotta go, right? So because we were talking about Epion, but like you're talking about you gotta go. But if you're not playing Epion, you don't have to go. You can just stay here. It's great. Like staying here and here is great. Really, really good if you stay here and here. Like you just lock this position, you just keep shooting them. But you play Epion, you gotta go when somebody not look at you. Because again, sometimes they're not gonna see you, right? Because the vision we're talking about. I don't think I have an example of this because I don't have anybody that can work with me with this comp yet. Because Siang like to play I formation, and then most people just play. It's take prep time to learn. Thanks for the follow, buddy. For the L formation, yeah, that's extra. I mean, we can talk about it later, I guess. We can talk about it later. Because this is about the Epion thing, right? I mean, and that's done for the Epion thing. And again, sorry, I don't have the replay for that because I don't have anybody that can play well with me in this comp yet. Usually people like to stay behind me or just want to fucking go and die. When I have that in the future, I will let you know. I wish I can show you this. That's a pro replay, but it's not Epion. That's the thing. It's like Nagata Saku played this formation a lot, but it's a shooting unit, so it's kind of different. So it's not really related to what we're talking about. Anyway, I think that's it. I hope that helps you be able to go in and melee people. It's a pretty long fucking lesson, only 1 hour. I'm probably gonna edit the fuck of it. Grants again GM for winning the raffle. Wednesday I will not be here for 2 weeks. I think that's it. I probably be late tomorrow or not stream because I have to go pick my friends up at their airport and probably will shoot with them. Got a lot of stuff to do before we leave for a holiday as well. You need to find partners who have a different formation. Yes, it's really important to have partners. Like L formation is nearly, L or pincer are nearly impossible to do in shuffle room or with random partner. if you have any question, just let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm good for today.